Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today got some Azir gameplay for you guys and playing on my Smurf. Something I've started doing is I want to try and queue up one game on my Smurf and one game on my main before I start the stream and try and get some VODs from both in order to upload to YouTube. Today was a bit of a disaster. I queued up on this account and I got top, then I got bot, then I queued up on my main and I got top. So now I'm playing mid finally, but yeah, hopefully there'll be some games from my main account soon as well. Obviously you can come check out my stream if you want to. So I want to play more Azir. I think Azir is a really strong champ in the meta and he's a pretty good blind pick as well. Something I want to experiment with a bit more too is actually the resolve trees. So I think the resolve tree is, I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Like obviously there are, on most champions going sorcery plus precision is like the best scaling you can get, right? Because you get access to all that haste. The thing is though, like Azir doesn't care about that stuff as much. Like he scales so well anyway, and haste is like kind of less valuable on Azir than it is on other champs. So I think in some sense on, well, a champ like Azir, you can actually run Resolve without it being like so much of a negative to your scaling. Like normally the bonus of Resolve is that, well, you have a much stronger lane, but you scale a lot worse. But I think for Azir, it's like, you know, I think it definitely makes your lane a little stronger. Like you can trade around your bone plating and stuff like that, while also, you know, while also you still get reasonable scaling. So you can see in a trade like this, for example, like look how much damage the bone plating mitigated. Obviously you do have to be kind of careful, like if you lose the bone plating randomly, it can be a pretty big problem, but 95 damage reduced is a shit ton, you know, like that's really valuable. So that's something I definitely want to experiment with more on. Well, Azir is a big one, but maybe Victor as well, because obviously for Victor, you know, you still have some sort of scaling with shield bash when you run Resolve. So I think on these champs Resolve's kind of underrated. And I mean, in general, like these champs already have like reasonably strong lanes, but one of the most important things when you're playing any scaling champion is reaching your first item like as quickly as possible, because if you can get your first item at like a reasonable time, it feels really good. Now this is actually fine for me as long as I get out. So here is, yeah, I should live. Okay, I'll just mash flash. This is totally fine. When you're playing against a champ with Ignite, it was kind of greedy what I did there, but all you have to do is basically like not die and TP back to lane. And then you get like much more value than them. So we're just gonna go here, we're gonna TP back to lane. I probably won't even buy anything. And we should be able to deny at least a little bit of XP. Yeah, I probably graded a bit too hard with the positioning, but again, like it's totally fine. Like the Ignite is a much worse summoner than TP. The only thing is, the moment you die to Ignite, it basically becomes a good sum. But if you don't die to Ignite, you'll quickly outpace them in the mid game, and also you will probably outpace them in the laning phase too, just because, you know, you'll tend to have better bases. So yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to deny too much. She'll probably pick up most of this wave, but I would say overall that's like pretty good for us. Like I think we're pretty happy. Now just have to be careful. All of these guys are going to start typing. I'm not even gonna, I just can't even be bothered with it. What we're going to do is just keep spam pushing in. We've just got to be really careful of Jarvan from bot side, and if possible we want to try and trade around our bone plating. So if we can like try and force a trade aggressively, it would be good. If you get it procced like that badly or randomly, well, and badly, it's definitely bad, right? Because that's a huge amount of damage in our next trade gone. So it is kind of important that you, well, if you're playing against something that could proc it easily, you'd probably just not take bone fighting. But, you know, against something like this, I think it's reasonable to assume you can dodge everything except the E. And if she uses the E, then we're happy to have bone fighting, like, absorb the damage. So, yeah. But overall, I'd say we're in a pretty good spot. Like, again, your main goals when you're scaling is, like, don't die. Make sure you choose your fights carefully, right? Like, you don't want to end up in any, like, really bad fights. CS well, and get your first item as quickly as possible. So we're definitely, like, on track to do that. I don't think that guy will ever roam. We have bone plating coming up pretty soon, so we should be able to force a trade with it. Bone plating, you know, this is not super Azir specific, but it's really useful on champs that have the ability to force the trade. So like Tristana is the classic example of, you can literally just like jump on your opponent every time you have bone plating up, and generally that's winning. We can kind of do the same here when we get a bit stronger. Damn it. Which is just like dashing on our opponent at 6 and just ulting her, and then like she'll have to fight back into the bone plating. Now, one negative, I suppose, of taking Resolve is that you do have mana issues early. And honestly, I have not gotten as much usage out of the bone plating as I should have, mainly because I've been hit by random skill shots. It honestly might have been better to go boots first back and then use that in order to make sure that she can't hit me randomly, basically. And then, you know, that way I actually keep my bone plating. But this is still looking pretty good. I mean, we're really abusing Vex's lack of wave clear, which is nice. Okay, can probably... yeah, go for a quick punish here. If you can, like, try get that first order before you Q auto after, just to make sure you get one extra in the trade. This is looking really good, though. She might try ult us here. If we can ult her into turret, that would be really good. Or alternatively, again, like, if we can make sure that we have bone plating up by the time she does it, should be pretty good. So we're gonna shove this in. I'm assuming she's recalling, but I'm actually not sure. She might also be hitting dragon. If she's hitting dragon, it's a big mistake. Okay, yeah, so you see over there how she's got assist on dragon. The reason that's a big mistake is because it lets me get a free base. You know, like, she shouldn't do this, because what this is going to mean is that either she has to stay, in which case she's going to fight this with very few items, right? Like, she can, if she wants to contest this fight here, she has to stay on no mana. More likely, though, she's going to reset, which means she actually can't fight grubs. Well, she's going to try. I mean, I think this is a big mistake. Here, normally you wouldn't do this as a scaling champ, but this fight should be extremely winning because Vex is so weak. So I'm just going to ditch the wave, and this should be like a massive dub. In fact, it looks like it's going to be a dub even without me, which is, again, mainly because Vex really just had no business going... Can I do anything about Lulu? No, I'll just go back. Vex just had no business going to that dragon. Like, it's definitely not your job as a mid laner to hit objectives. Like, normally your job as a mid laner is to secure prior. So what that means is, like, you get pushed and then you come and sit in the bush next to it. So, like, if she had just sat here and then the moment that I started pushing the wave, she came out and matched, that would have been really good. And it also would have meant that she would have been strong for, like, that Herald fight, and potentially, like, they could have won, right? Because, like, Vex is meant to be, like, a much stronger skirmisher than Azir early. I might get ganked by Lulu from top side. I did see her hanging out there. I have to be careful. Like, I don't have great vision anywhere right now. So I'm just going to try walk back in a little bit and just try get some sort of vision down. Okay, so I think at this point we definitely do want to force trade. Like, we should be pretty strong. We also have our bone plating. I'm kind of down. If she uses her fear, I think I'm just going to go on her. So, like, what we're kind of hoping is that she either uses fear to harass, and then we absorb it with the bone plating, which would feel really good, or she uses fear on the wave like this, and potentially we can look for a trade. So I'm just going to ping that I'm, like, on the way. I'd quite like to gank. I'm not sure I want to go in by myself, just because I don't want to ult and then, like, give up all my kill threat, or my gank threat, I suppose. I kind of want to make sure that I'm ulting at, like, a good time with my jungler. It annoys me that this guy's going AP, because I did actually ask him in champ select, are you going AP or AD, because I was going to pick an AD champ, but instead we've ended up with triple AP topside, which is not ideal, but, you know, it's life. Now, I think we can just kill this Lulu. I'm just going to shove this mid wave first. Okay, bone fighting's going to go crazy here. And then we can get a really good trade on this guy on the way out. Yeah, nice, that was pretty good. So when you can play around bone fighting, I mean, it feels really good. Like, another 90 damage there. Like, if you think about it, right, like, that's almost one extra refillable charge, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of health. It really is. Okay, Vex is running bot here. If your opponent roams off tempo like this, you could follow if you're a really good roaming champ, but for the most part, you should just push the wave, especially if it's a cannon wave, and just not follow. Again, like, if you're a good roaming champ, you can go, but, like, Azir is not a particularly good roaming champ. I gave my team, like, plenty of warning. Like, they definitely could have gone out. And Vex should lose a lot for this. You know, like, Vex is going to lose, like, a whole cannon wave. I think, I mean, like, this is kind of making it worth that they all die. This is the risky run, though, right? Like, my teammates definitely could have gotten out. They 100% misplayed that and died. That can happen, right? Like, that's the risky run when you don't follow that roam. I would say that, like, if you do this, like, 100 games in a row, on average, that's going to be, like, more worth it for you, because there's no way that they should have gotten so many kills. But, like I said, it's sort of like you're playing the odds. Still, though, it's not too bad for us. Now, it's kind of bad for the team, right? Because, like, Kais is now extremely fed. But for us, it's actually quite good. Like, we denied a lot mid. We're going to be up a lot of gold and XP. And we're going to get our Nasher really soon. And as soon as we get Nasher, we want to fight basically as much as possible. So we're one wave away. I dead. Yep. Okay, no Malachite Flash. Yeah, this is kind of unfortunate, like, how much Vex has gotten done, because, like, normally, like, if you're the one with prior, you're not really, you know, expecting your opponent mid to be able to have so much impact, but, you know, she gave up waves, and, like, she coin flipped, basically, and it paid off, which, again, can happen. Like, that's totally within the realm of possibility. It's actually why playing against, like, champs like Akshan is so annoying, because, like, they have so many chances to coin flip, and eventually it pays off, right? Okay, we're going to reset, and I'm going to grab my Nasher. I definitely want to fight this. They have no Flash and Maokai. I'm much stronger than Vex, so it should be good overall. I'm going to grab... I think I'm going to grab a pink here. Grabbing a pink to, like, make contesting this a bit easier feels kind of good. I have a feeling this Kai'Sa Lulu might end up just, like, completely taking over. Okay, I mean, this seems good. Looks like we should be able to play for grubs. I'm just going to pink to top side, because that's my strong side right now. I would like to do something for bot, but most likely we just can't. Like, I think they're just too far behind. Probably we can kill Vex if she stays on the map. And actually, if Vex makes the same mistake of going to Dragon, then it'd be really good, because it would mean that she hadn't spent her gold, which would be insane for us. So we're going to shove this all the way in, and grab another fight. I think she's recalled. Yeah, okay, looks like she's recalled. Nice, get the dodge there. Feels pretty good. Okay. You know, one thing about bone playing as well that I should mention is that maybe not so much for Vex, but for certain champions, it can, like, make them unwilling to trade, you know, because they have to think, like, oh, I have to get his bone plating out first. So, like, even though this game, I'd say my bone plating actually didn't find as much value as I hoped, the number itself on bone plating isn't super telling, because it reduces damage beyond that by, like, making people not trade on you, essentially. So this is looking good. I mean, again, getting a lot of prior. Ooh, this bot lane is, getting absolutely farmed. We've gotten so much damage dealt on this turret. In fact, with 5 grubs, we can maybe even... Ooh, it's not good. I kind of want to play for something here. You know, maybe bait her in, because, like, Jarvan was just bot. I kind of want to go. How strong is Rakan? Has no ignite. Nah, I think we won't do it. I was kind of down, but I think it's not going to work. Rakan's not quite strong enough, and I lost a little bit of health for free, so we'll probably just reset. I need to think about what item I want to build. I think I have to go Void second, unfortunately. You know, triple AP topside is a really big no-no in solo queue. Does this guy have vision on me? No. I think Sorks into Void. So you might be wondering, you know, why would I build Sorks when they're building Magic Resist? And that's actually a good question, because normally you don't want to do that. But if you're going to buy Void, the percent pen applies first. So if you know you're buying Void soon, then Void and Sorks actually kind of has synergy. But yeah, normally you wouldn't want to do this. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. But I'm kind of saying that I'm going to get my Void so early that it's actually going to be fine. At least that's the hope. We'll see, though, because like we can definitely kind of get stuck on these items. Now, maybe we can get a kill on this guy. Like, he's... Yeah, got to be careful going at him until his fear is gone. But, I mean, if we can chunk this guy out or get a kill and potentially get mid-turret, then we'd be in a really, really good position. In fact, I think maybe on this cannon wave, I could... I didn't actually see that guy. I think we can just kill him, though. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. I didn't even see him. I don't know why or how he was even there, but okay. Alright, so this should be good. We should be able to take this guy's mid-turret, and if we can get mid-turret, then we're really happy. Like, we're going to be immensely far ahead. Okay, Kai'Sa died as well. So say the game's in a pretty good spot now. Yeah. I mean, 9 times Lulu. Honestly, that's a good point. Why is Lulu away from, like, the fucking 10-kill Kai'Sa? Yeah, this guy might go on me here, but there's a Ignite. I think we can live it, though. Alright, he's got a recall. Surely. Yeah, I think we can take the turret right here. And that's going to catapult us insanely far ahead. That's one of the things you can play for. Again, like if you are playing a scaling mid, is if you do have a strong 1v1, eventually getting the mid turret makes a big difference. Like not only does it open up the map, but it just gives you like a huge amount of gold, which is great. Especially if you know you get all the plates as well. Wow, she's actually staying. That's kind of crazy. I guess she has enough wave clear to do that. That was actually pretty well played by her. I mean... Or is it? If she'd got that base off, I think that would have been quite good by her. But now, having stayed, it's probably not that good. Like, this is a cannon wave, I can probably break it. So, let's see. We're going to try rush it down. If the enemy team plays well, they should just, like, bring someone mid right now and try and block me from taking this. Like, bring Kai'Sa or anyone, really, just because, like, saving this mid turret is so important. I think I can just get it, though. Jarvan's going to come mid. I'm honestly kind of down to die for this. In fact, I might be able to live anyway. Okay, can we live? I think I might be dead. Oh yeah, junglers are too broken. Okay, so it was a mistake, obviously, to try and fly. Okay, actually less bad because Vex flashed. But I guess it was a mistake to try to get out. I was down to die for that turret, because like I said, it gives a ton of gold. We got our turret down as well, so we're going to end up killing this. So yeah, it was a mistake that I flashed, but like I said, it kind of worked out not as badly as it could have, just because, you know, Vex ended up flashing too. So this is pretty good. I mean, the map's reopened. I can TP bot soon, and I am, like, very, very spiked, which feels good. I kind of, if possible, want to save my TP here, because I'd like to use it for side laning. But if I need to use it to save my mid turret, then I probably should. We'll just kind of see what's going on. I mean, I'm definitely thinking about it. I think here I can just walk mid and it'll probably be fine. The game is feeling pretty good though, other than like the triple AP top side, and I guess the Fed Kaiser, so maybe it's not actually feeling that good. But at least from my perspective, like I feel pretty strong. So this is also third dragon. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, they've actually managed to get so much. So we'll try and okay, kind of get that. Alright, what are we going to do? I think we shove this, and we want to contest this third dragon. The thing is, like, even though I am quite strong, I'm definitely stronger than Vex. I don't know if I'm strong enough, just because, like, their bot lane is so snowballed. So what we'll do is we'll try and hold this vision. Okay, we get chunked a little bit, but that should be fine. This is going to be an interesting fight. I mean, a lot rides on this, being able to win this third dragon fight. If we can get chunk on Vex, or maybe a pick on Vex, it could be quite nice. Maokai's here, so that's what I was worried about. Like, that guy has so much magic resist that I can't kill him whatsoever. And again, this is the trouble of having double AP or triple AP topside. Even double AP is quite bad, but triple AP is almost, like, unplayable. I was assuming it was AD Shaker, but unfortunately it is not. So this fight, oh, I think it's going to be really hard. If we somehow win this fight, we probably win the game. Okay, we managed to get the dragon, which is great. I'm just going to push Jarvan in. We can probably get this kill. Okay, nice. This is great. I mean, I'm getting so much value from lethal tempo. That guy's flash. Okay, I mean, honestly, that's really good. I'm really surprised we won this fight. I'm not sure what even happened. I'm just going to run back mid. Yeah, wow, I don't even know what happened. Somehow we won that. I mean, to me, that looked really unplayable, but yeah, fuck yeah. Okay, great. So that's probably GG. I mean, like, winning that third dragon fight is critical, right? It means that we're always going to have time to scale. One thing there that's really important is, like, the moment that fight ends, try and spread out and take as much gold as possible. So in this case, I immediately, like, ran mid because that was the nearest wave. Potentially should have gone bot just because this ended up taxing Jhin. I was kind of hoping that Jhin would go bot, but I suppose it's fine. Now, okay, I thought maybe this guy's going to cancel me, but it doesn't look like he will. Alright, we've got our void stuff, so we should be in a pretty good spot now. Yeah, I think we're pretty happy. So what do we do now? I mean, there's a few things we can leverage. One is that we have a winning side lane into both Maokai and Vex, which means that, like, we can always get push on the side, take away camps, pressure tier 2 turrets, etc. Another thing is that we have TP and Vex does not. So if Vex ever shows in the side, we can TP into a fight. If Vex shows group like this, basically we should give it and I should play for bot. This is a mistake, I think, to contest. Like, if they fight here, we're definitely not... Oh my god. We're definitely not leveraging my TP advantage, so I'm not going to group here, basically. I'm going to say that, like, alright, I've got 5 grubs, I take turrets really quickly, and Vex is grouping when she should be side laning. So even if they die here, we're just going to try and trade as much as we can in the side lane. And this is another one that, like, comes up all the time when I'm coaching people, is, like, just pushing limits in the side lane in general is something you guys are not that good at. And, like, here, this is one of the huge weaknesses of Ignite, right? It's like, look how much gold I just got from taking this turret. Now, if I need to, I would TP mid. I think they can hold without me, is what I'm hoping. But it's possible they can't. But ideally, again, I'm just going to keep getting solo gold and solo XP on the side. I'm going to take away as much, like, farm and turrets and shit as I can. Yeah, if we can take these Krugs away, it's really good. Again, like, all these guys need to do is not fight, which is, like, yeah, I mean, it's hard, right? Because, like, a lot of the time in solo queue, like, people won't know what to do. I think we have to reset here. If we don't... Oh, actually, they're kind of low. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I can just kill Kaiser. That guy's probably like, where the hell did the Azir come from? Okay, that was pretty random. I mean, I was kind of thinking I should recall and just not get ganked by them, basically, but, I mean, that works. Now, should we fight this? I have 1,700 gold, so my instinct is probably not. Like, generally, fighting when you have this much gold in your inventory is a really bad idea. So what I'm going to do instead is try get off the map, and if they fight, I'll TP. Ideally, they just don't fight, and they wait for me, though, which is kind of what we're hoping. I think I should still build Leandry, actually, by this. Now, like I said, if possible, I would have saved TP, but I think given that they're fighting, I probably should. But holding TP in the mid-game is so critical. I'm just going to go on this guy. Okay, that's a kill. Maybe I can go back on Jarvan. I can definitely kill Maokai here, like I do so much damage. Oh yeah, this is a super easy team fight for me, I think. I'll just chase these guys down, maybe? Oh, I actually can't reach them, alright. Oh, I'm CC'd. Okay, well, let's put that guy in. Ooh, okay, I definitely mega fucked up this fight. So there's a few things that happened. One is that I just altered Kai'Sa out of Singed's ground, so that meant that she could get out. Other misplays, I probably shouldn't have queued here, because these guys had too much movement speed, and it meant my soldiers were too far away. Those are probably the two big misplays, I think. So that was a, yeah, I mean, really bad fight for me, obviously, and it does impact the game a lot. Like, not only did the already Omega Fed Kai'Sa get a shutdown, then they probably get Atakan as well. So if we were to lose this game, we would look back and be like, okay, yeah, like that was the big, like, mistake that threw the game. And the thing is, like, you know, you could be like, oh, you know, like your teammates are inting, you know, like it shouldn't be that you can only make one mistake and lose the game. But like if you're playing a scaling mid, it's like you should kind of expect your teammates to be losing, right? Like, even though my teammates could have respected the Vex roams, I don't really expect them to. You know, it would be nice if they did, but like I said, it's solo queue and I don't really trust them anyway. So you're kind of saying, okay, you can carry, like, in spite of, like, them inting, which, like, I can't if I play well, for sure. But, like, if you make a mistake like that, then, you know, maybe you can't. So, like, yeah, that's, it changes the game a lot. And I will say, I say this all the time, it is a lot easier to just play things that, like, group and skirmish, right? Like, the easiest sort of champion to win on in solo queue is things like Galio, or Ari, or Aurora. Things that are, like, both, like, hard to gank, really good at skirmishing. I think we should give this, I mean, no, we should not fight that. Too many people down there. I'm just going to try trade. Like, in this situation, even though it's third dragon, we'd like to get it if possible. There's just too many people there, and instead it's better to try trade as much gold as we can on the top side. So we'll come and hit this turret. Should be able to grab this. Okay, nice. Yeah, we're still getting quite a bit of gold. I mean, we're going to have our Leandry here. We're also getting close to level 16, which feels really good. So, yeah, like I said, basically, if we play well, we can probably win. If we don't, then we'll probably lose because the teammates are pretty weak. But, you know, that's kind of expected. I think we'll stop the blue trinket here. And I don't have TP for a minute and a half. I do want to go side, but it is a little risky without having TP. So I think I'm going to walk top. And since my jungler's bot, I'll quickly take the Krugs, because, you know, he's far away. So we'll clear this. And then I'm not sure what else after this. I mean, let's shove. And could we kill Maokai? I mean, maybe? If I can get 16, that's pretty big. Like, it's a big level. This fight, to me, feels a little suspicious. Yeah, don't like this. Like, my teammates are very far away. Yeah, I don't really want this fight. I think we just try and kite out. Okay, this looks really bad. I think my teammates have kind of trolled me here. Maybe I can push these guys back and trade a little bit. No, so this was kind of bad. I mean, my team is like looking for a fight topside. I probably could have run out. I mean, I put the turret there. I think it probably was better to run. Now, at least we trade something on this other side of the map. But in that spot, it was like we had Singed bot with no TP and Shaker was clearing the bot jungle, so it's a really bad time to look for a fight, basically. Now, we're quite lucky that there's no Baron up, because I think if Baron was up, we probably would have just, like, instantly lost the game, but, you know, without Baron being up, that's kind of nice. Alright, no Flash Kai'Sa is pretty big. I mean, that makes next fight quite a bit easier. So, yeah, we'll play for that, basically. And I'll have Flash soon, so maybe I can, like, Flash Alter or something. It could definitely be at play. What now? I mean, I should probably bot with TP. Yeah, I'll ping that I have bot with TP. Now, potentially, if they don't respect me, I could actually take bot on him, which would be good. Okay, hopefully my team does not die. I don't really want to have to TP. I think I'm going to have to walk here because I suspect this is going to be a team fight. Yeah, it's kind of bad time to fight, though. Really bad time to fight. Although, okay, huge damage. I mean, maybe I can get in here. Yeah, they're pretty low. I'm kind of down to chase. Let's see if we can get on the Vex. Hey, honestly, that turned out kind of well. Let's just trinket that. I'm not sure where Jarvan is. Okay, Jarvan's... What the hell? This guy's trolling. Alright, nice. That's pretty good. So, the only downside of this is Maokai is getting to push bot for free, but, like, the enemy team is inting, and it looks like we can get Baron. So, we went from this game being, like, essentially really hard to actually pretty good now, I think, if we get this Baron. So, this feels quite nice. We'll grab this. Maokai's gonna get bot, maybe. I mean, I could TP to it. Does he have a wave? No, he doesn't. Okay, well that's really good. I mean, we got kind of lucky. I think it might be worth TPing to save this turret. I think it is. Yeah, it's annoying to use your TP in mid-game, but like giving side lane turrets is so much gold. Maybe he wouldn't have taken it. I think maybe he wouldn't have taken it. I mean, he is pretty slow and he has no grubs. Yeah, I probably should have just like risked it because keeping TP does matter. Now, maybe we can kill this guy. Would be kind of good. Honestly, it's probably not even worth it. We'll just shove the wave. So that was kind of a misplay, using my TP there. It is a pretty big deal. Now, at least this late in the game, you don't have to worry too much. But we do have to be kind of careful. So there's a couple things to think about. One is that we're on the map way before our teammates, right? So just look at my teammates' tempo. They're really far away. So right now, you need to play very, very safe and just not die until your teammates are ready. Because, like, if you die right now, no one can trade anything. Even if you die, like, 30 seconds from now, at least Singe could get top, or maybe they could get mid or something. So for now, I'm just going to hide. I'm just going to do nothing. Wait for them to show on waves. Like, currently we see no one. See, there's Kai'Sa. It's like, if I pushed up here, I would have died. So I'm just waiting, basically. Now, maybe we could look at Jarvan. I mean, this guy looks a little out of position. They're actually TPing, which is kind of wild to me. Like, I think this is a pretty good fight. Like, they're quite far away. All right, perfect place for Azir to DPS. Let's see if we can just push these guys back. Kai'Sa's below me. I think I've done a shit ton of damage, but I do have to be kind of careful. Maybe I can focus. Who do I focus? I mean, maybe I should have gone for Kai'Sa there. Maybe. I think I should have gone for Kai'Sa. I was like, okay, I've got my soldiers set up here already, but it probably was better. Looks like that guy will die, though. I'm just going to flash away. Okay, nice. Triple kill. Get one more, maybe. I think she dies. Oof. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, ultimately, it was like a winning fight, but I think that was my bad. I think I should have turned to hit Kai'Sa. I thought about it, but I didn't because my soldiers weren't set up. But, like, what I could have done is, like, maybe just WE-Q'd, you know, like, WE this way and Q towards Kai'Sa. Might have been better. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at it. I think fights like that, it's, like, a lot easier in hindsight to say what to do, but in the moment, you know, there's, like, a lot going on. So I'm not totally sure. But, yeah, we're mega strong right now. Like, we've got the death cap. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Now, can we just kill this? I mean, we've got to be careful, like, because they could definitely steal it, which would suck. We have a lot of DPS. I think we just get it. Okay, nice. So that's cool. We stopped the Dragon Win Con again, which is good. I don't have Flash for next fight, which is kind of a big deal. Focus Azir. Dude, these guys giving away the team strats. What the hell? So yeah, we'll shove this in. I mean, it'd be really good if we could win this game, because this game was kind of like a low roll in a way. You know, like, Vex got so much more done than she ever should have, I guess. Like, so I would say this was kind of like a low roll outcome in terms of, like, how lucky... Not lucky. Well, is it luck? I guess, yeah, it's kind of luck. How much Vex got done, because I think if my bot lane had just, like, walked away, it would have been fine. But again, you know, that's Soloq for you. So I don't have TP for a minute. I am a little scared to go bot, mainly just because I think my team is going to fight mid without me and die. I'm just going to quickly shove this wave and then try and regroup. Like, basically, if you don't have TP, try spend as minimal amount of time on the side as possible. And they miss Vex ult, but I am quite late to this fight, right? And see here is, like, again, if possible, my teammates would, like, wait for my TP, but it's like, do we actually trust them? Like, the answer is not really. I think I need to go this way. I kind of, yeah, need to be with my team. Looks like we can kill Jarvan. Okay, that's good. Now I can hit their front line. I've got Singed in front of me. As long as I keep Singed in front of me, the fight should almost always be good. Okay, nice. I can DPS this guy down for sure. Actually, I mean, he's really tanky. Okay, there's Kai'Sa. I think we can just kill her. Wow, gotta get one. Dude, Malphite's still alive. I wasted a little bit of time there as well, you know, like, when you put the turret up in the fight, it's actually got a really long animation. I think if I hadn't done that, I could have instantly gone on Kai'Sa the moment she dashed in. It's actually annoying, like, how long you're locked in that animation. Oh my god. Shit, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, I think the game is, like, more or less over. I think we can just siege mid and bot right now. I guess Jarvan's up. Actually, no, we can't end. I mean, there's still a chance to lose for sure. So we'll clear this. I have to be careful. Yeah, I was gonna say Vex probably has ults. Staunch out the sphere. Grab the inhib. Oof. Maybe shouldn't have used that forwards. Yeah. Shouldn't have used that forwards. I mean, it looks like I'll still get out, but it was a little bit of a misplay. I think I better run to the box here. He's not really gonna chase? Yeah, he actually is. Okay, well, I think he's dead. Nice, okay. Just gonna blast coming out of here. Dude, best blast going placement ever. Okay, so I think now, what should I do? I mean, realistically, the safe play is to... Oh, actually, we can end. Did Kai'Sa just hit me? Yeah, she did. Oh, shit. I didn't even know. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Okay, well, that sucked. Dude, I didn't even see it. I was gonna say, the safe play is to recall, sell Dark Seal, and buy a bigger item, basically. So, like, What could we buy here with this amount of gold? I mean, maybe Rylai. It's not often I'd go Rylai in this champ. Banshee could also be quite good. Banshee's probably the actual buy. Yeah, I think we probably should buy Banshee, because they have, like, double APs. Actually, triple AP. Actually, 4 AP. Yeah, maybe I should have even bought Banshee earlier. I didn't even really think of that. I guess because Kai'Sa's 80 early, but becomes an AP champ. Yeah, probably Banshee. I'm pretty sure this game is over, but just in case it's not, we will start building this. Yeah, maybe it doesn't quite end. I mean, it would have ended if I got my recall off, but I did not. Dude, what are these builds? What am I looking at? I think Singe build is kind of based. I'm not sold on Shaco's build. I need 20 gold, so I should be able to get that. Now, do I TP in? I don't think so. Singe should be able to get out, right? Oh. Ah, fuck, I'll TP. I got Banshee. I mean, I can 1v2 these guys, I think. Alright, this will be interesting. Okay, let's place the turret. Let's see if we can fight them. Okay, good dodge. Ooh, getting hit by that was not ideal. I definitely misplayed it a little bit. I could have very easily dodged the Vex thing, but I just decided not to. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't matter too. Actually, no, it does kind of matter. Like, in theory, they get Baron, and also, like, maybe they get Soul because they're on the map first. So that was a pretty bad death. Just adding some fun to the game. Maybe they can't do it in time. I mean, they have to move pretty far, and Shaco's up. Yeah, they probably can't do it. It should be fine. We'll see. But again, like, that's another, like, game-losing moment. Like, I didn't have to do that. I just kind of felt like it was worth it. Okay, they are going to get Baron. As long as we get Dragon, should be okay. We should win 5v5s. I have Flash, and I have, like, full build, basically. So it should be good. Yeah, I mean, if we get this set up here, I should be there roughly the same time as Vex anyway. I think just give. We don't have the vision, so it's too hard to contest. Way easier just to come and play your strong side. Like, the thing is here, it's like we can fully control this area, so it should be hard for them to face check. And if they do, hopefully we can get picks. I guess they've got a Maokai, so like they do kind of just have a champ that can just, you know, walk in. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we should win this fight, and even if they get Soul, like as long as we win the fight cleanly enough, we should be able to win the game. That's a pretty good pick. Yeah, even if they don't kill him, like that's great damage. Ooh. I mean, I'm pretty far still. I'm almost here. Everyone's really low. I can probably just clean it up. Okay, if I can hit Kai'Sa, it'd be good. Can't quite reach her, I'll just hit Jarvan for now. Oh damn, I do some massive damage to that guy. I want to try and chase this guy and make sure he doesn't get his Baron recall off. I actually don't think I can catch him. Maybe Singe can? Yeah, okay, it looks pretty dead. Okay, nice. I think we could just end through something. We only have one alive, but maybe we can't. Yeah, maybe I should have gone to bot inhib. Probably should have, because I think my team would be able to do this without me. I guess my DPS is kind of good. Well, I'll go push bot anyway. It would have been quite nice to take bot inhib there. But okay, we'll come and clear out this bot wave. So we'll grab all this. Okay. And then what next? I mean, I definitely can't go for the inhib in time. I think at this stage of the game, even if you have TP available, it's generally just going to be better to group. Just because, again, like, fights are happening all the time, and, like, no one's really respecting the lack of TP or anything. So probably just better to recall and group up. So I'll just match my tempo with Shaco, buy my elixir, basically. How much AP do I have? 700? Yeah, that's pretty good. And then, yeah, we'll just try and group, essentially. The triple AP is definitely making the game way harder. Like, I don't know how much matter this Maokai has, but it's a lot. And obviously, even with the Void, it still reduces my damage pretty significantly. How much does he have, actually? 200, what the hell? Actually, kind of low. Definitely lower than I thought. Also, why does that guy have Comet? That's got to be terrible versus Singe, no? Alright, so I'm just going to group on mid. Ooh, okay. 5 places turret. Seems kind of good. I have the Banshee, so we can definitely just, like, tank something. Hopefully not a Kai'Sa W. This doesn't seem that worth it. Now, if we're really brave, we can walk into their base and just take double inhib. I think that is, like, the play. Okay, Shaco could look. Okay. I still have my Banshee shield. Okay, and get some really good damage on Maokai here. Oh, he's so low. Well, with their front line chunked, I think we can just take double inhib. If I can get poke on these guys, it's good. Oh yeah, some fucking huge Pokemon Vex. Or maybe she just dies? Oh, that's kind of bad. I don't want to have to ult this guy if possible. That should be fine. Okay, that's all good. Kind of want to use my ult on Kai'Sa, basically, because Zero late game does so much damage. Like, how much is that? 1143, yeah, so it is kind of just like a nuke, which we can use. Yeah, that's double inhib. Feels pretty good. Still got the Singe in front of me. I'm just going to start placing my soldiers down. Don't have much of a wave at the moment, so it might just be better to back away. Oh, wow. Okay, that guy's trolling. Dude, that's really unlucky. He dashed onto a bot. Okay, I think that's GG. Let's just make sure we DPS front to back properly. Okay, I might push this guy into my team. Yeah, I think we can just kill him. Although, maybe not. Ollied? I don't know, maybe it was a mistake? But anyway, I think we can end... Holy shit, 200 Matter Resist. He's just so fucking tanky. Thank God I'm playing Azir. You know, like, if you are going to play double AP or whatever, at least make sure you're playing a DPS champ. But, yeah. Okay, I think we can finally do this. Okay, yeah, if he dashes away from safety, maybe. Problem is, I can't actually hit the turret because of the Leandry burn. So I have to just, like, ignore him, I guess. But, like, he could even kill me, I think. But I'll just ignore him for a bit, and then I should be able to hit him. Or maybe I just hit the Nexus. Yeah, okay, let's just hit the Nexus. Oh, no, he's coming with me. Alright, well, GG. So yeah, I mean, that game was really hard for a couple reasons. One big reason was the triple AP topside. Like, if you guys can, really try not to play multiple APs. Like, try play either solo AP or, like, duo AP at a most. Like I said, I asked Shaco and Champ Select if he was going AD or AP, but yeah. Second thing, I guess, like, yeah, we low rolled the Vex. Like, she got a lot more roams off than she should have. So that was a big thing. And I guess finally is, again, remember that, like, this is why, like, playing these sort of champs in solo queue is hard, right? Like, it is so much easier to play something like Vex or something like Ari or Galio or something that just, like, groups and fights, because you don't have to worry about your teammates taking random fights too early. You don't have to worry about, like, being unable to follow roams and stuff. But if you do want to play, like, a scaling mid, this is how you do it. And hopefully you learned something. So if you did, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.